Beginning Yi 2.0, Part 4 of 15. We're going to start working in our back end. What we're going to do today is we're going to extend our active record with a new model that can be used by all the other models. We're going to add our asset bundles, which we've done before, but we're going to do it to the back end. And then we're going to modify the layout view so that we start building our menu system. And we're going to modify the index view so that we get some useful information on our page. And then we'll modify the site controller to query the database to pass that information to our index page. Well, that's a lot to do, so let's get started. Extending the active record by creating a new model. All right. We're going to create a new, what we're going to do is we're going to extend the active record by creating this new model, Yi Active Record PHP. So just create a new file, and in that file you would put all of this, because we're going to have a false and true flag, and we're going to have a gender change, and we're going to have our timestamp behaviors and our blamable behaviors. And then we need to be able to get our gender options and our flag options for our forms. So that's basically what that form is going to do. Adding the asset bundles. Well, we've done this before, so pretty simple. You can just copy the app asset and index asset from your front end assets up to your back end assets. But what you might want to do is you might want to change the CSS files and JavaScript files and things like that in your index asset. And that is where I added this Sparklines.js right here, and that's pretty much it. Of course, if depending on the template that you're using for your back end, you'll want to check out their CSS on that, and perhaps add that to your CSS file list, so that you have that. You might want to put that in app asset here, so that that asset comes up. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. Style CSS is what I have. So I may have made some modifications to the style CSS, but you'll want to do the same thing for yours. Modifying the layout view. We start building our administrative menu. First things first, we have to get our CRUD generator. We have our models, but we need a CRUD generator for different models. So we're going to do a search and a back-end controller for our products controller. And of course you hit preview once all that's done. And as you can see, everything's unchanged for me. You'll see a create, and it'll be created, and just generate your new controllers and your new CRUD so that everything is in there. Do that for each of your product types. So we have different ones. We have product medias, products, product categories, product types, product option combination, groups. You know, you can do it for all of them. And then do a search for each one as well. Notice that the model class has to have the fully qualified class name. So I use common models for mine. Basically the same thing for your search model class. And your controller class has to be a back-end controller so that it knows where to put everything. Okay? Now, we're in our main layout, in our back-end view, and we wanted to create these drop-down. Actually, what we have here is we have this is all a drop-down for our products. So we have product categories, product types, our products, our product medias. All this for right now is what we're going to have in our drop-down for our menu. So our menu will look something like this. So we have products, and we have product categories, product types. We can go here, and it will tell us that we have nothing in our categories. We have nothing for our different types yet. So we have nothing in there. It's not finding any results. Okay. These are going to be our little information boxes here, status boxes. What's going on? How many customers do we have? How many orders have we processed today? What our profit is to year to date, and our profit today. How many active campaigns for our marketing campaigns, different things like that. We're going to do that. So let's take a look at modifying the index view. We want some useful information on the page. Our index page now. So here's our index page. And we have we can find out how many visitors if we have a hit counter of some sort, or you can do it through a database, add a new table to hold the IP addresses, and then count your unique IP addresses for the day. But we need to know how many customers we have. As you can see here, I have a customer count coming back. I have orders coming back from our, or coming in from our site controller. So that'll be the last thing we do is our site controller. And we have some different things. So a campaign count, how many active campaigns do we have? What is our abandoned cart rate? Things like that. Just some interesting information. Okay. Modify the site controller. We need some data for our new status boxes. Now, we need to be able to get our data coming out of our site controller going to our site index page. So we need to know how many customers we have. So the customer count is a customer model, and we want to find a count for that. So it'll just bring back a number for us. Then we want to find out how many orders we have, where our order status is a 1. In this case, I have not really kind of set that up yet, but we'll see. Then we need to know how many visitors we have, and we have not. I've just said 0 at this point because I don't have a hit counter or a database. I'm not using a table that will give us back the IP addresses and be unique and things like that. So there'll be a lot of stuff that we're going to need to do there in order to get that. We wanted to get today's products or today's profit for the year to date. Right now I'm just getting order details and find all, but we'll do some math, that sort of thing, so that it gives us our profit for the year to date. And our total profit for today, basically the same thing. We need to do some math to get that. And then we get a campaign count. So we get a count of all of our campaigns, and then we render it and return an index to the index page, and we return this array: a customer account, orders, property, year to date, a profit year to date, today profit, and campaign count. And all of that goes over to our index page, and that gives us what we need for all that data coming back right here on our index page. Just some useful information.